Welcome back to Hot Take Central. I'm Eli. This is
Go.
with going, Jude, Liam, and Noah. Jude, you want to start with last night's game?
I mean, what a game.
That was like the best playoff weekend ever.
Yeah, easily.
And probably one or two best game ever.
Yeah.
Two. The Bills game was one of the best games ever.
Yeah, the Bills.
Everything else was just pretty good. Like, it was very good, but not like...
I mean, I was pretty disappointed with the Bucks game. I don't think either team played well at all.
Who did the Bucks
about?
play?
The Rams.
Bengals? Rams?
Rams, Bucks?
It wasn't as entertaining.
It was boring.
No, the fourth quarter was great.
It was a great fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Such a good fourth quarter, yeah.
But what I'm saying is
You gotta talk
a
into
great
my
game
voice.
is something like the Bills and Chiefs game. That was intense the whole game.
No, that was low-key just
No,
the
there were
fourth
some
quarter.
dead points that game.
That was pretty much just the fourth quarter, or second half.
Oh my gosh, this is.
I mean,
Did you watch that game?
Yes, I watched all of them.
just because like
It was mostly
just because
fourth quarter.
the beginning of the game isn't great. Like
That's
if
pretty
you
much
have a
the-
good fourth quarter, it's a great game.
I agree.
It-
Because,
That's-
like, most people, like, sometimes I just don't even watch the game until after halftime.
You're not a real supporter, obviously.
Unreal, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a Bengals fan. Or, no, Bills fan or Chiefs fan.
The Bengals...
You're a Giants fan. Just
I'm
shut up.
Bang,
Giants
bang,
fan.
bang.
Jude, you guys want to know what Jude said today? He said today that he will bet money that the Lions will make
$100.
the playoffs
Okay,
next season.
if you look at look at the NFC
stop.
North right now.
I'm
Look at
looking.
that.
Stop.
I'm looking.
And okay, Rodgers is
Packers.
leaving.
Paint me a picture.
The Packers are gonna be. They have to
What about
rebuild.
the Vikings?
Hold
Everyone's
on.
gonna
Pause,
leave.
pause. Where do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to go? Because I want to
I think
talk
Denver,
about this.
because I think the coordinator Nathaniel Hackett and Rodgers are both going to Denver.
I like that.
Really?
It's a good take.
And then
What
you
about
have
what about the Seahawks?
That's low-key
What
sad.
about a straight trade, Russell Wilson for Aaron
No,
Rodgers?
man. It's low-key sad. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers waste the rest of his career in Denver. Dude, that was... I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers waste the rest of his career in Denver.
Waste? What do you mean?
He's
Dude,
not going to
already-
see the playoffs again.
Yes, they will.
dude, they have one of the best defenses.
Oh, they do
and,
have Jerry Judy.
and
the next
what's his
Devontae
name,
Adams.
Cortland Sutton.
They're already really good.
No,
and
Fant.
Javonte Williams is
I
pretty
love
good.
Cortland
I
Sutton.
actually, yeah.
They
That would
will-
be a good
they will
move
make
for
the
Aaron
playoffs.
They're
Rodgers,
ready,
actually.
Yeah, they just need it.
They
They're
just need a
just need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Maybe
But I
a
mean,
little
also,
bit better
I mean,
line.
You don't
Honestly,
think, you
I
don't
would-
think
I would
Drew
just
Lock's
go-
good enough?
No,
I would stick with Drew Lock.
Drew Lock's kind of nice sometimes,
No,
but
yeah.
he's not Aaron Rodgers. Like,
Drew
I
Lock
mean,
is-
if you pick a line on betting for a Denver game, it's pretty much a lock with Drew Lock.
okay, that was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And
dude, get out.
Nah.
I love Drew Lock. Drew Lock is like the Bengals for me. Like I just
What?
love to like him.
Why?
I don't know why. I just really like.
that's
him.
how you should feel about the Detroit Lions. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I kinda
But
think
look at the NFC North. That's what I'm saying.
I like the
the
Lions
Packers
coach.
are done, and then
Everyone
you just
likes
have
Campbell.
the Bears. The Bears, they need to find a new GM, new
The
coach.
Bears are gonna be.
They have some
Wow.
time.
Bears are the next
Like
Lions.
Justin Fields, he looks good, but not like he needs help.
I can't hear anything.
I'm just saying. And then the Vikings are the Vikings. Mike
They're
Zimmer's
pretty
gone.
mid. Kirk Cousins. probably
Kirk
gonna
Cousins
get
actually
dropped.
he actually had a pretty good year, but
Nobody ever really
okay, we're good.
talks about Kirk Cousins. Like Ryan Tannehill and Kirk
Is, like,
Cousins get
so
overshadowed.
mediocre. Kirk
And-
Cousins is so.
No, he's actually not. If you looked at his stats this year,
He's like
he was
the,
pretty
like,
good.
15th, like 12th best quarterback, like right in.
That's
there.
not bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
no, I
good.
was just saying he's very mediocre. Like he's very average.
Yeah, like he's gonna maybe like make it to a Pro Bowl every like 4 years.
Maybe.
Which he
Like,
pretty
yeah,
much
maybe.
has.
I don't
Yeah.
see him. I don't see him making.
He's
another
not
Pro
an
Bowl.
MVP ever, but you don't necessarily need an MVP to win the Super Bowl if you have the right pieces. That's what I'm saying about the Lions. They have
They
a good
don't
O
have
line.
the right pieces, right?
But like they can be a wild card team.
I
They
don't
can
think
be a wild, or they can win the division. It's not that hard.
If it was Madden, they have like
the Lions?
a bunch of like 70 overall players.
Because think about it, they're
Bro,
gonna
this
get
dude-
That's I
He's
beat
like,
them in
okay,
Madden
okay,
last
stop.
night.
No, okay, I won too. We're 1-1.
so they're gonna
No,
get
listen. He says The Bengals have no X factor. If they have a bunch of medium players, they're good.
Yeah.
X factors on defense, you said?
Zero X factor.
Well, I mean, they got like Jesse Bates and
They're
Trey
superstars.
Hendrickson.
They're superstars.
They have a bunch. They just have a bunch of like solid 80 to 85 overall players, and it makes them really
Trey
good.
Hendrickson had like 15 sacks.
Yeah, he was really good last year or this year, I guess.
2 years in a row, I think.
Yeah.
And Jesse Bates is underrated. But
I think he got kind of overshadowed
by who?
Well, I don't know.
Who is he getting overshadowed by?
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
by
so
the
he's
fa-
so
no,
he's
by the fact
underrated.
that- by the fact that the Bengals defense is not that great. He just kind of got overlooked.
How is that
Like-
overshadowing him?
No, that was not the right
He's
word.
getting overlooked.
He just got overlooked.
So he's
yeah.
underrated.
So he's underrated.
Yeah, but
So we agree.
But he was
last year,
saying it differently,
everyone
so
was saying he was like a top. But last year, everyone was saying he was he's a top 3 safety, and now it's
He's
just
not top 3. He's probably like top 8.
Is Jamal Adams top 3?
No.
I'm
I saw a
joking.
post and it was
He's, like,
who's the
bottom
most
32.
undeserving paid, and Jamal Adams was on there.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
what do the Seahawks have like what is their plan for the next 5 years?
Dude, we could go into this again.
They have like barely
Trade
any
Russ,
picks.
Trade Wagner. That's what I want to do.
I guess. Yeah, they should do a full rebuild.
And build around Jordan Brooks because I love that guy.
Love that guy.
We saying build around Jordan Brooks and Rashad Penny.
Yep, literally.
Rashad
You know-
Penny's kind of nice.
Liam, I
He's-
saw rumors about a Joe Burrow Russell Wilson trade.
No
What?
way. No way.
How would you feel about that as a Seahawks fan?
I would be ecstatic.
You
heard it
think
here
you think Joe Burrow right now is better than Russell Wilson
Yes.
in like 20?
No.
I don't know when was
Prime
he?
Russell Wilson?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Russell Wilson and Joe Burrow right now. Russell
Nah,
Wilson's better.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think so too.
I saw. Okay,
But
this
for
might
the
just
future,
be me,
for
but
the future, Joe Burrow's going to be better in the next 5
I
years.
agree.
Joe Burrow's going to be way better.
There
a lot
were
of people keep
couple
saying
plays
Go
last
ahead.
night where I saw some Russell Wilson and Josh Allen last night.
oh yeah, for sure.
Josh Allen.
It's not like
that's the
Russell
greatest
Wilson's
game
like
of,
the greatest quarterback
I
of
know,
all time.
but that has to be the greatest game of Josh Allen's career.
Easily.
Wait, what
last
did you
night.
say about Josh Allen?
I
and
saw
Russell Wilson?
shadows of Russell Wilson and Josh
Oh yeah,
Allen.
I mean,
they're very similar.
Yeah, it's his.
they're different runners.
It's hard to
though.
say it's the
But,
greatest game
You
of-
wouldn't expect Josh Allen to be a running quarterback.
They're
They
different
ran a
kinds of
lot
runners.
of
They're
quarterback
different
runs
kinds of
last
runners,
night.
I think.
It was pretty odd.
Josh Allen's a pretty physical runner.
He likes
Yeah.
to hurdle people.
Russell Wilson's elusive.
Russell Wilson's more like Mahomes. They're more similar.
Josh Allen had to
Mahomes
play like
runs
that.
Kyler Murray.
Josh Allen had
Like
to
the
play
ball
like
in one hand, just super skittish and weird.
Yeah.
Josh Allen had that play where he rolled back, broke a couple tackles, and converted a 2-point play.
Josh Allen kind of runs like Rodgers more.
Yeah,
But he's
he
like a
does,
better
for sure.
he's a better
He's
runner.
escape.
He's
like
more
a
technical. More technical.
yeah, a little bit better runner than Rodgers.
When Russ gets out of the pocket, it's kind of just like I don't know. It's not very technical.
Yeah,
It's
but
just,
it works.
Yeah.
well,
That's like Mahomes. It's not very technical, but it works.
yeah, it's
It's
only
just like a broken play all the time.
yeah, it's because of the connection he has with his receivers. Like
Yeah.
him, that's why Mahomes and Tyreek are there's. Everyone makes fun of him, and they're like, "Oh, every time you just throw it down to Tyreek," but it's because they have such a good connection that on those broken plays,
Yeah.
Hill gets open.
I also think that's what makes Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers a great connection, because you can see Devontae Adams is running a post, and then Aaron Rodgers rolls out right, and Devontae just knows to come back to the right side.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk on Twitter and whatnot saying, like, this was more during the regular season, saying the Rams traded Jared Goff for Jared Goff. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think Matthew
Can I
Stafford...
just say something? Can I say something
go
right
ahead.
before? Jordan Brooks had
Okay, what...
124 tackles last season. I just
You
wanted to
can't say
that.
anything anymore now.
No, I'm just saying that's really good for his first year playing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Because we were just talking about the Seahawks. Yeah, that's it.
Jordan Brooks and
Continue,
Rashad Penny.
Jude.
Yeah,
And DK,
and our
I
defensive
guess.
line. No,
You don't like DK Metcalf?
He had a bad year.
He had a bad, not like bad, just different than, or
He had a
like,
DK
I mean,
year.
worse than last year.
It's our OC.
Yeah.
He didn't score a touchdown.
Give him another year. We have to give Shane Walter another year.
He didn't score. DK didn't score a touchdown between Halloween and Christmas, but then the next 3 weeks after that, they utilized him different, and he had 3 touchdowns in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's not DK's fault because in those 3 weeks he was started to score on will. So I really think that if he's utilized in a correct offense, I think he could turn into more of like a Debo Samuel type role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I want him to be
DK
a run after
could not-
catch receiver.
He's not quite Debo.
He's a run after catch receiver.
He's like
He's
like AJ Brown.
Yeah, exactly. He has flashes of being able to catch really, like he catches the contested ball, but he drops like the random pass.
Him and AJ Brown are very similar.
Exactly.
and,
He
and it
needs
makes
to
sense
be-
because they both went to Ole Miss.
Yeah, and he needs to be like a run after catch / like, I don't know, run after catch more suits him. Though.
Okay, how do you guys feel about the Jared Goff for Jared Goff talks?
No, because the issue with Jared Goff is his confidence.
Yeah,
Jared Goff didn't have
But
an issue
also
with his talent.
Goff threw 7 picks this year. Stafford threw 18.
Well, yeah, because Stafford. I mean, part of their game plan was just him just chucking the ball.
Yeah,
and that calls that
I don't know.
creates a lot of interceptions.
Because people think Stafford had this crazy year, like so much better than 2018 Goff
No, I
in the
think-
Super Bowl run.
I
But
think
it was
but
not that much.
I
You
think
don't have-
Stafford had a
like-
terrible year.
it wasn't terrible.
I know, but that's just how I see
it was
it.
a top 10 year for a quarterback. But like Goff didn't have the best receiver in the league at the time.
I'm gonna need to see how Stafford handles this next game against the Niners to like have an answer. For that.
I think that's
I
actually
think
that's a really good
what
point.
I do think is I can commend Stafford on is being able to go into the playoffs with no playoff experience, and
I think so too, and I do think
Yeah.
Goff relied too much on Gurley when Gurley was good, and Stafford doesn't rely on the run game as much. But it's going to be exciting to see against the Niners because they're a good run and pass defense, whereas the Bucs are a terrible secondary. So I mean, I think Stafford, we're either going to see like him kind of solidify himself as clearly better than Goff, or like kind of the same guy, and they wasted 2 first-rounders.
the issue with Goff was his it still is like
I know.
when he throws the ball
Yeah.
deep, it's good,
I
but
don't
when
know
he
how you
when
don't
he
have a lot of confidence with that girlfriend though. His confidence has to be.
Easy there, big fella.
when he doesn't throw the ball deep, he just. And then the other thing with Goff is he throws a bunch of just like 5-yard checkdowns. Like,
Well,
he should have.
I mean,
7 interceptions.
here's the thing.
Who do you want him
when
to-
your
who
best
do you want him
receiver,
to throw a deep bomb to?
yeah, when
No,
your best
yeah,
receiver is
he
a
doesn't have
rookie,
Megatron.
Yeah, no. What?
Or OBJ, like
'Cause Stafford-
had Megatron.
not
And
quite.
now
oh,
he has
yeah.
He's had
Cooper
Megatron for 2 years.
Now he has Cooper Cup, OBJ.
Cooper Kupp did put
Like,
up
come on.
I'm not saying he's Megatron. He's nowhere close, but he
they're
put
not
up
saying
similar
that receiver.
stats. He put up similar stats.
Yeah, but
And you-
Goff didn't have to throw with as much precision for Cup. Goff Megatron was like, throw the ball to me, I will catch it, and then
Yeah, I
It's a
think Kupp
touchdown.
just gets open.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't-
Cup gets open, and then he does stuff after the play. Like he does
Yeah.
stuff after he's caught it.
So I think I think a lot of Stafford's achievements, I guess, this year have to be credited to Cooper Kupp, and I don't think it's the other way around. I don't think it's Kupp's achievements credited to Stafford.
not at all.
I think
I agree with
I think
that.
Cup has kind of shown the NFL that like you have to be a smart receiver too. Like OBJ always is like,
Yeah.
oh, he has the best hands, but is he the smartest receiver?
Have you
out
seen
on the
those
field?
those
Nah,
interviews
no way
with
you're
him
talking
post
down
game
on OBJ.
where he talks all about the coverage?
Yeah,
it's
and it's
super
it's
impressive.
and I'm sure all receivers have
Cooper
to know
Kupp did
this
that too.
in order
Yeah,
to make reads
to an extent.
Yeah, but the way he breaks it down in such detail, just openly, makes me think that this guy really knows what he's talking about and is really confident.
Yeah.
Which is what you see on the field.
Yeah.
He gets open and reads the coverages just as well as a quarterback would. And so when him and the quarterback are on the same page, big plays happen, such as what we saw.
So I think it's going to be really interesting to see because I saw a stat today that said Goff had the second best completion percentage when in a clean pocket, which was 75. That was second best in the league.
Who was first?
Probably Rodgers.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably Rod.
But 31st in a crowded pocket. That's a clear difference.
He
But here's
forces
the thing.
things.
No.
Here's the thing. Goff was
the worst passer rating in a clean pocket?
Goff,
Jameis Winston.
who knows? But Goff was significantly better weeks 11 to 18. In 2 of those he didn't play, but those the 5 games that he did or 6 games that he did, the offensive line was significantly better. So I'm just saying, you give him a line, you give him actual play calls, not Anthony Lynn, who now is fired, thankfully. You give him Dan Campbell calling plays, and that was when Amon-Ra started actually playing well, and they had some offense.
Did he start playing well, or did he just get more opportunities?
I think it's probably both.
Okay.
In 2019,
So-
Sam Darnold had a negative 52% difference in PFF grade when under pressure.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Sam Darnold.
I'm not saying Goff is a. I'm not even saying he's close to top 10 at all. But I'm saying next year, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Just give him a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild card team. I'm calling it.
Wild.
10-7. They're going 10-7.
Everyone's a wild
you
card
guys,
team.
you guys want to know
except the first
Just watch.
what Jude's
Just
prediction for Jared Goff's stats before this year were? I remember you telling me this in the car.
Okay,
Before,
in my
before
defense,
NFL
there were a lot of injuries.
Be quiet. Be quiet. He said Jared Goff would have a historic season and have. What you said?
Okay.
You were thinking about 5,000 yards, and you're
No,
like,
I
I'm
said-
saying 4,500.
I said
yards.
4,500.
and 50 touchdowns
Look,
too.
when you-
said
when you
50
go-
touchdowns.
when
Dude,
you-
that's like not.
Look, I followed him since Cal. When you have to go through the devastating experience of having your favorite player traded from LA to Detroit, you got to be hopeful in some way.
dude,
So I came out of the gates very hopeful. Didn't quite work out, but there were also a lot of injuries. Goff had no receivers up until like week 10.
it doesn't
There-
matter.
there's things you need to look at and point to as like not everything can be Goff's fault.
Does he have a
McVay
single
blamed
game?
everything on Goff.
I wonder if he has a single game that would have put it like if he has one single game that would put him on track for 4,500 yards. You know what I mean? Like if
Well,
any
yeah.
of his games he was on track for 4,500
No, I mean
yards.
he
and
had the
50
Vikings
touchdowns.
game
Maybe the
and the
first game.
Cardinals game and the Niners game.
Mike,
Yeah, week
bro.
1. It's on.
Did he have?
Yeah.
So he had. You think
He had good games.
Yeah, but
it
did
just-
he have a game that put him on track for 4,500 yards and 50 touchdowns?
I didn't say 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, you did.
No,
you
I
did.
didn't. I wouldn't
You said
say
50 touchdowns. Yeah,
That's
you
just
did for
stupid.
sure.
I probably said 40.
No, you said 50
Look,
touchdowns.
It was
50
excessive, and I knew
touchdowns.
what I was doing. But you have to be hopeful when you get traded to Detroit.
I think.
And there's
I think,
there's a clear difference in the Detroit Lions team right now than there has been ever. That's what I'm saying.
I think-
like the culture is different because of Big DC, Dan Campbell, the man. The culture is different. There's the tides are changing in Detroit, and I'm here for it. Just watch.
Well-
10-7 wild card team.
Okay.
Goff, Super Bowl MVP, MVP of the league,
Oh
Pro
my
Bowl,
God.
first team All Pro, everything. Bring
You
it
heard
on.
it here first. Tom Brady lost to the Rams. What do you think's next for the GOAT?
Dude, it's so unpredictable. You're not.
Yeah, who knows?
It's so unpredictable.
He was like kind of weird in the post game thing.
Yeah, he was.
I think there's a
not
chance he
retiring.
retires. I would give it 50-50.
He's not. No. There's like a 5% chance.
No,
he
You
but-
think
retires,
Tom
dude.
Brady would go out losing? In
No,
No,
he does
but-
not go out losing.
But like,
He's literally like addicted to the competition. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I know, but you look at this
Maybe he goes
Tampa
to
team.
XFL.
You look at this Tampa team next year, and it's like,
No,
are they
bro.
just? It's like the Cowboys. Are,
I
you, are you
don't-
just gonna
okay.
run it back?
Co cut down to like $10,
I-
being paid like $10.
I
No,
don't
and then
think
they'll get-
he
then they'll get
stays
someone
in Tampa
crazy.
Bay no matter what happens. I don't
Yeah,
think he stays. In
I think
Tampa
he's
Bay.
seeing that like he can't.
He can go wherever.
Well,
Tom
yeah,
Brady, Tom
and,
Brady to the Seahawks.
Oh my God. Tom Brady
Like,
in New
if you
York.
just run it back, what's gonna happen? It's like the Cowboys. They're just gonna run it back, and the same thing's gonna happen every single year.
I mean, it's their year next year.
Yeah. Our year, baby.
We dumb boys.
We them boys.
We have here cities that need professional teams. First one's not Detroit. Second one is
What?
Mexico City.
What is this?
Portland.
Get this
Portland.
outta here.
Portland.
Okay, is this sport,
Portland.
football team?
Yeah, they got the Blazers. They're good.
Yeah.
enough. That's
No,
good. enough.
Portland needs an MLB team. Portland would be great with an MLB team.
Sure.
the Portland
What do we call them?
Pioneers.
So they have the
Sure.
Sounds like a minor league team, though.
Yeah.
That's tough. Give me some.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Dude, what do you got on your arm there?
Where? Here?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing to say on the air, but
Yeah.
Okay. Mexico City. The Mexico City.
what?
Mexico City football team.
Oh, how do you guys feel about the Rams limiting ticket sales?
Nah, that's
I
so.
got tickets. Me and Jack
What?
did.
How did you're going?
Apparently. I don't know. Apparently.
Whoa.
I think
I'm supposed to go,
I
yeah.
honestly think the NFL should move the game to San Francisco just for them doing that.
What? The Chiefs did that too.
They
The
should
Chiefs
just
did it too,
They
dude.
should just override that. They shouldn't be
Okay.
able to do that.
They
Okay.
should not be able to do that.
Everyone
That
does
should be
it.
illegal.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does
No.
it.
The first year this
I
happened.
don't think everyone
Teams
does
with
that.
teams with worried teams with worried ownership, right? Because everyone knows that the Niners fans are going to show
Yeah,
up.
the Niners fans will travel.
So that
Faithful.
ownership is like
You're a Giants
Shut up,
fan.
Eli.
Shut up.
Eli, you are so fair weather.
There's
I
not
have like 49ers flags in my
There's
house.
not
care.
one Niners fan in this room. No, you don't count. You can't be a Giants and a Niners
Why?
It doesn't work.
It does. They're not even rivals. They barely play each other.
fan. That's not how that works.
Doesn't.
they're in the NFC.
Okay, so
Choose one.
What if I decided? What if I decided to be a Bengals and a Seahawks fan? Like I was genuinely a Bengals and a Seahawks. Or what if I was a Bengal or a Seahawks and a Chargers fan? Like genuinely a
You
fan.
kind of
both
were
teams.
like earlier in the year.
Exactly, I was, and now I stopped though.
It's not like I'm
He
being
stopped.
a Niners and a
What if
Seahawks
Once they
fan.
missed the playoffs.
No,
Stop.
I stopped like halfway through the season. After what was that game? That close game they lost halfway through the season.
Like all of them.
Yeah, they lost
lost a
every
lot of
game.
close games.
Yeah. When Asante Samuel stopped getting interceptions, I was just like, dude, this team sucks. Goodbye. I just like
You went to
Asante
USC,
Samuel.
right?
No, he went to FSU, something like that. Asante Samuel?
Nah.
He did. ASU. He did not go to USC.
All right, do we want to talk about the NFC and AFC Championships? Who do you guys
Sure.
think is going to win?
FS. Yeah.
FSU?
All
Yeah.
right, Rams, Niners. Who do you think is going to win?
Niners.
Rams. Niners or not?
Noah?
It's in SoFi, and I'm hoping that maybe just a little bit of Rams fans show up because
Okay, here's
You
the
want
thing. Here's the
you want the
thing.
Rams to win?
Here's the thing.
I-
Last week.
I got Rams. I got
You're
Rams.
a Seahawks fan.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Last week, Packers, Niners. I was right. The Niners are on a roll.
You can't not be. You're biased. You're biased.
Why? I'm not a Niners fan.
Eli,
I just
How am I
think-
biased?
You're
I'm not a
biased.
Niners fan.
I just
You're
think
biased.
that game was so weird.
that was not
like
they
you can't-
didn't. The Niners didn't
No,
play.
that
well.
wasn't a great. That
Neither
was a
team
bad
really
game.
played
The
well.
Niners played
But-
horribly.
It was still a good game, but they
Yeah.
played bad.
No.
The thing is, though,
the Niners were
Shanahan kind
bad.
of owns McVay. They beat the Rams every single time they play them.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Well, the NFC West is so weird too. Like,
it's
the
what
Seahawks, the
it's
Seahawks
going to come
swept
down
the
to Jimmy
Niners this year.
Garoppolo. That's the deal.
honestly, yeah.
Like,
What if they just?
he
What if they
throws
just like
a red zone
made a
pick
last
again,
minute? What if they just like
like-
made a last minute choice and started Trey Lance?
And he
then
had the
won?
game of his career.
That would be the most raw thing ever.
That
That
would
would be
be
so.
You would be a
cool.
Trey Lance fan.
I would be a Trey Lance.
they're
would not?
that's not happening.
I know it's not happening. But
Well,
Trey Shiesty.
They do they bring him in sometimes on the goal line. They'll bring him in, have him run it in.
I think
I think they should
They're
use
not
him a
gonna do
little
that.
bit.
They're not
but
gonna do that.
No, I don't think so either.
think-
Unless it's
okay.
a blowout and they're hopeless, but
Well,
I don't
okay,
see that
so-
happening either.
No, you think Rams?
I got Rams.
Liam,
I got Rams.
Rams,
Niners.
dude, Niners. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
if
Niners.
Kyle Shanahan goes in his bag of plays and they run plays, because the Rams are gonna be expecting their motion offense
Yeah.
and their tricky plays, but I think
Yeah, Warner and Bosa are back, and
Warner cleared concussion, right? Didn't he
I
have
think so.
I
concussion?
think Bosa had a concussion too.
no, I don't think he
was
played
on
last game,
protocol.
but no, I think he did.
Both of them played.
Both of them played. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Bosa and Warner both played. Yeah,
I think if Shanahan calls great plays and to Debo, if Debo and Kittle have a great game and the defense plays decently, I think that's a win.
I think we need to agree that.
Jalen Ramsey can slow Debo down.
it's not exactly that Jalen, but that's the thing.
Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey
Ramsey's
can't.
so good in one-on-one coverage, but Shanahan, that's not how he designs
Yeah.
plays with Debo.
Yeah.
And he has Debo
It's a
at running
completely-
back out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Jalen
And-
Ramsey can't do anything against that. That's all.
The
Von
one thing
Miller
about
does.
Shanahan is when he gets a lead late in the game, he gets way too conservative. And me and my dad talk about this every single game. And he almost blows it or does blow it
Yeah.
every time. and they just need to keep pounding the football. Just go, 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 because they get too conservative.
They just conservative. Throw like passes with
Rams,
Jimmy G, and it's an interception.
Or they'll
other
just
team
keep
gains
running the ball
momentum.
with Mitchell, and
Elijah
Mitchell's
Mitchell's
good,
great.
Elijah
but he's
Mitchell's
not
good,
like
but
he's not
like consistently 3 yards.
You can't close out a game with Elijah Mitchell.
No.
And
just
last
saying,
game
like-
they got lucky that Debo had a 3rd and 7 yard
Yeah.
godly run.
So I mean, they're gonna need to shut down Cooper Kupp.
They
Cam Akers, he's good. He's pretty good.
the way
but-
to shut down Cooper Kupp, if you're the Niners, just don't give Matthew Stafford time to throw him.
Cam Akers has not been that good.
He's
But-
been pretty good.
no.
So, I mean,
his
he
playoff has
did tore his
not
Achilles
been
like
good.
5 months ago. So
But okay, but all things considered, yeah, he's done pretty well. But like realistically, he has not done that well.
I don't know. I think for Stafford to be successful, I think we need to see Cam Akers step up.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
when
yeah,
he went
because-
I think he was pretty reasonable against the Bucks. But I think
let's see. Yeah, he was.
that was
he
bad.
was.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
two. I think he fumbled. I think he fumbled twice.
He was really bad against the Bucks. Not terrible against the Cardinals, but he only averaged 2 yards a carry against the Bucks.
How many carries though? It was like
24 for 48 yards.
Oh jeez. Okay.
So that's bad. But they still won. They still won the game. But like that's. But Noah's right. If Cam Akers doesn't show up, and nor does what's his face, Sony Michel, like then you're completely relying on Stafford. And I'm not saying Stafford can't get it done, but
I mean, it's the
the
same
Niners
thing.
secondary is a lot better than the Bucks.
Okay, but it's the same thing with Elijah Mitchell. Like you can't just rely on Jimmy G, but you also
Yeah,
have
but
Debo.
then you
I
have
guess.
Debo
Yeah.
and Kittle and Shanahan still. I think Shanahan is a significantly better coach than McVay.
I agree with that.
My other issue with the Rams right now, I think, is that Stafford can't move, and if the Niners start getting to him, it could be really bad. Like he can't throw the ball on the run very well.
I have
so.
a question for you guys.
He's pretty good.
If you're Kyle Shanahan, are you giving George Kittle, Debo, and Bosa and Warner a full workload this week?
Yeah.
At
But
practice,
as
you mean?
opposed
No,
to
what are you
they're
talking about?
in the game. Like you're playing them as much as you can.
Yeah, you have
Yes,
to.
I
Both
mean,
teams have to play this like.
this is win or go home.
Yeah, like you-
Okay, yeah, but like
this is
Neither
literally
team
it.
should be
last
expecting
week
to
they
win.
did that. Debo and Kittle were hurt on like the last and second to last plays. Of the
Okay,
game.
well then do what you got to do this week.
Yeah,
get them healthy, and
do
then
they have 2 weeks before Super Bowl? Or
yeah,
1 week?
Yeah,
because of the Pro Bowl.
And the Olympics. I think they pushed it back another week.
Oh,
'Cause,
really?
Yeah, because Olympics opened the 3rd, I think.
Oh,
I'm excited for the Winter Olympics.
me too. Winter Olympics are so much better than summer.
You know what I
Olympics.
love is curling.
Half pipe.
You know,
Oh.
Shaun White's coming back.
Yeah, dude.
He won his first half pipe in a while.
Yeah, he did.
The
Flying tomato.
It's kind of there's kind of a lot of controversy going over.
Hold
the
on,
whole-
rewind.
Over Sean White.
No, over the
we're not
Beijing
getting-
Olympics.
Pause,
We're not
pause,
getting
pause.
into Beijing Olympics.
Rewind.
Maybe we can discuss the fact that there's no snow.
Pause.
Like that's they're
Rewind.
having to make all of the snow.
Stop.
What?
Liam said the flying tomato.
Yeah,
Can you dive deeper on that?
What does that mean?
The flying tomato. That's what they call Sean White because of his red hair.
Oh,
Or his hair
Okay.
used to be a lot more red, and they would call him the flying tomato.
is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Okay.
let's get back to NFL or something.
Bengals.
Yeah, there we go.
Bengals.
Bengals.
Lock it in, Bengals. Bengals win.
Chiefs.
Chiefs for sure.
I got the Bengals, man.
He's got the Bengals.
I've got the Bengals.
Okay,
Liam has the Bengals. Noah Chiefs. Jude.
Chiefs easily.
I seriously
Liam. Dab me up real quick.
Not necessarily easily, but like
Joe Shiesty.
it will not be as close as the Bills game.
I genuinely
That's
think.
that Bengals
Not
win.
nearly as close.
Listen, I genuinely think Joe Burrow, like, he has so much momentum. Like, everyone wants him to win right now.
Does
Like,
Mahomes not also have momentum?
No.
no,
Not
I mean
like
he
Joe
does,
Burrow.
What are you
but
talking
not
about?
like Joe Burrow. Not
No,
the
he
same
just
way that
won
Joe
like
Burrow does.
one-
Joe
One
Burrow
of
could
the
not, with
best
13
games.
seconds left, manage the clock appropriately to go. I think it was 50
If he has
yards or
3
60 yards
timeouts,
to-
he can.
No, yeah, I don't think he could.
That-
Eli.
that's the thing.
He
It's
probably
not-
couldn't, but it's the fact he is going in like with so much like swagger.
Yeah,
And,
why
like,
do you
he
think
is so
okay,
ready? Like,
why do
he
you
is
think
so
the Bengals
ready.
and the Niners are
Mahomes
still in
is
the
also
playoffs?
coming in with swagger.
No, he's not.
Not
Yes,
the
he
same
is.
as Joe Burrow. Not
Okay,
the same as
if
Joe
Josh
Burrow.
Allen won that
Literally
game,
the whole
would he be
country,
coming in
the
with swagger?
whole
Yes.
country.
So why is
He
it not
had
the
a
same
different
thing for-
game. He was the underdog. You can't have swagger
By-
if
Josh-
you're not the
Josh
underdog.
Allen
The
is
Chiefs
also-
were only favored by 1.5 points. That's not a very
Josh
big
Allen
underdog.
won.
I mean, they don't have. Okay,
Josh-
They blew out the Patriots.
why do you think the
were not a
49ers?
huge
Why do you
underdog.
think the 49ers and the Bengals are still in the playoffs?
Because of momentum.
They're on a roll.
They're on, yeah.
You can't like momentum is such
Momentum
a weird thing
is
to credit.
Momentum
No, it's
can
not a
be
weird
so
thing to
much
credit.
more important than
I
just
think it's-
having a good team.
Exactly.
I think it's coaching, it's special teams.
especially
Like,
for the
for the
Niners,
Packers.
For the
Well,
Packers, the Packers,
But,
their
like-
special teams are awful. They're like,
It's just like you can't really explain it that much, but momentum is a huge part of the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
the Titans had momentum.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. They finished the season really strong without Derrick
Okay,
Henry.
we're not.
Well,
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they won.
Derrick
They
Henry
won
had
2
nothing.
big games in a row. Like
Derrick
by
Henry
30.
had nothing going.
You know that
Derrick Henry
video-
had
Not
zero
Derrick
momentum.
Henry. I said without Derrick Henry, they finished the season really strong. But
You
they
know
won
that. Okay.
2 games in a row.
You
by
know
30.
that video where the dude's like, "I think I got my swagger back." It's like that every game for the Bengals and Niners.
Yeah,
Because
dude, it's-
they're just like, it's not just momentum; it's
Like
their confidence levels.
everyone loved. Like, have you seen the video of McPherson? He says before he go. Eli told me this before he goes on.
Swing and he
And then he
goes,
says,
"I
"I
guess,
guess
we're
we
going
just-"
to the AFC Championship."
Yeah.
Kicks a
Like,
game
they're-
winner.
They're
Bang.
so cool. Like they're so cool. Right
Yeah,
now.
no, it's. I mean, I think it's cool too. Why do the Chiefs not also have momentum?
They don't have the same swagger. They're not
okay,
as cool.
we saw it.
That's,
Okay.
that's not important
no,
on the
yeah.
football field. That is not
Yes,
important.
it is. Yes, it
Yes,
is.
who is
Mahomes just won the
If-
the biggest playoff game of
Dude,
all time.
He's been here- okay, here's the thing, here's the
He's
thing,
been
here's the
winning those games. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's not new.
So
to him.
an experience is a lot more valuable than momentum.
Okay, but
Okay, hold on. I said this last.
I like
week. I
that.
said this
I don't
last
even know
week.
why this is a take.
I saw
is,
this last
like,
week. I said this last week. LSU Clemson championship. Clemson entered all poised because they've been there before, professionally, linked arms. They got blown out by LSU, who's playing music out of the locker room, dancing.
That LSU
grunting.
team is known as one of the greatest college football teams
Yeah,
of all
and
time.
you know what?
Okay,
2 of the best players on that team are on the Bengals, and they know how
Yeah.
to win big games.
so now we're
and
talking
they know
about
how to carry
now we're
momentum.
talking about players,
Eli.
not momentum.
This,
You
this
just
is
brought up
I
players,
don't, I don't
not
understand how, like, in the last minute and 50 seconds, I think there was a combined score of like 25 points of that game, and the Chiefs came out on top. How do you not say
Mahomes
that
in the last 2 minutes had 175 yards and 2 touchdowns?
it's
insane.
It's another level.
L plus ratio plus the
Are you-
Bengals are better.
I'm not.
Bozo.
Please
Look,
stop.
the Bengals are good. They're a really good team. I think Joe Burrow is awesome, but
You mean
like-
Joe Shiesty?
momentum, it's somewhat significant, but
Joe Burrow.
it doesn't compare to that Chiefs team.
the Chiefs team.
Experience they have, and they still have momentum. We're acting like they didn't just win the biggest playoff game of all time.
No, they have.
That is
They have momentum, but they don't. Like,
The-
okay,
the-
it's like listening to like you know that feeling you get after you listen to your pregame music. You know what I mean? You know that feeling. Listen. You know that feeling. You know that feeling. You know that feeling. Listen. Do you know that feeling, Jude? You know that feeling.
Now
when
it's
you're just
not
ready to
safe
go.
for
Yeah, like
you.
pre-race.
Like that's like what the Bengals have, but like times a million right now. Like everyone loves them.
But so do the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Yeah, so do the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes, they
They
do.
do. And honestly, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm more confident.
Yeah, same.
Because the Bengals defense, like they weren't great, right?
It wasn't. They weren't.
The Bills defense wasn't good that
like-
either.
No, I'm talking about just like
The Bengals defense was good, but like it's
defense was horrible in that game.
no Bengals.
I know.
The Bengals
I'm not-
football team. The
Yeah.
Bengals.
I'm just saying.
Well,
the
you
Chiefs.
have to credit that to the Chiefs. Like,
Chiefs-
the Chiefs offense.
The Chiefs almost lost that game, and the Bills defense was like bad, like so bad.
The thing is, the Chiefs.
Yeah, and they lost it because it was bad.
And they
On that final 13 seconds.
Still almost lost that game when the Bills defense was horrible.
Well,
Well, okay, that's like the
because Josh Allen played the game of his
The
life.
Chiefs defense has been bad all year.
But so what
You
I'm
know
saying
what the
is,
difference is going to be this weekend between the Bengals and the Chiefs? The
One of them
Bengals
has
are
Patrick
playing to
Mahomes.
win, and they're playing to win their first Super Bowl in however many years it's been for the
Exactly.
city of
They have-
Cincinnati, and the Chiefs are playing just like a normal game, trying not to lose against the bummy Bengals.
I think that's awesome, but
The Bengals
one
have
team has
so
Patrick
much more to
Mahomes
win.
and Andy Reid, and the
Bengals
other
have
has
so much more to play
Joe
for.
Burrow and Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor was the coach of the year.
I think he's
So,
a really
I mean,
good coach. He's not Andy Reid.
Zach Taylor's still the coach
This
of
is
the year.
this is not even a
But
debate. I don't know what is happening.
it's
I got
I'll put
What?
$10 on it too.
I'll put $10. 40
Sure.
bucks.
Yeah, let's go.
So what's our bet? We need to combine.
Bengals win.
Yeah. So if the Bengals win, we give you, or me and Noah each give both of you $10, or
No.
$5 each.
Yeah.
And then vice versa.
Okay.
Easiest $10 I've ever made.
Yeah. I got Mahomes winning the Super. What's gonna happen? All right, go Chiefs. You've been
Thanks for
listening.
listening
Why are
to
we
Hot
done?
Take Central.
Go
Why are
Bills.
we done?